Papasalamat tayo sa sipag ng inyong mga tauhan dyan. Yun nga lang, diretso na ako sa next tanong ko kanina. First time natin ito ngayon na experience na Shabu, ang traffickers ay mga puti. Di ba? Parang ano tingin mo? Yes, sir.
Mr. Senator, pasensya na po kayo ba? Pero ito po kasi ay sub judice po, nasa korte na po ngayon. At kami po yung nag-iingat lang at gusto po namin talagang makulong lahat ito.
I'm not asking the identities ng mga tao dito. I am just a general impression. Bakit nag-ship yung operations from mga Chinese, ngayon mga puti na involved. Yun lang, that's a general... I don't think this will jeopardize the case in court. Ang akin lang is, if you want to answer, bakit kaya biglang nag-ship na ganito, ibang tao na involved?
Your Honor, in as much as I want to answer your question, however, yung case na po is nasa court and there is an ongoing case build-up with the Department of Justice dito po sa pangyayaring ito, Your Honor. Sorry po.
Okay, but I just want to impress upon you that yung sub judice na yan, there is a Supreme Court ruling na whatever gustong malaman ng isang legislative inquiry ay hindi po yan covered ng sub judice rule, sabi ng Supreme Court. But anyway, that's beyond the... Sabihin ko lang sa inyo, sinabi ko lang yan.
Mr. Chairperson,
yes,
lahat po ibibigay po namin sa inyo,
okay,
lahat po ng
kaya nga sir,
ibibigay po namin.
Kaya nga yung tawag ito, yung executive session natin sa Batangas ay meron tayong you want to say something, sir? I will give you the floor. Senator Benhur Abalos.
Maraming salamat po, Senator Chairperson Bato de la Rosa and the Vice Chairperson, Senator Francis Tolentino, sa lahat po ng mga kasama ko rito. Magandang umaga po. Unang-una, kami po ay nagpapasalamat sa hearing na ito upang maibahagi namin ang talagang nangyari. Mamaya po ipapakita namin ang lahat mula umpisa, yung video. And videos cannot lie. No? Papakita po namin lahat ng circumstansya rito. At of course, aside from this, is moving forward, ano yung mga polisiyang dapat baguhin natin? Ano yung mga kailangang tulong, particular ng Coast Guard, dahil sa nakikita po natin dito ay ginagamit talaga ang dagat. No? Ano po ito? At later on, Senator Bato, no, sana ay maunawaan nyo rin na mayroon tayong mga masisira na pag-uusapan at siguro mas mamaya, mas mabuting pag-usapan na lamang natin sa executive session po. Maraming salamat po muli.
Thank you, sir. Yung sabi mo na video palabas, sir, sa executive session na yun? O dito?
Hindi po, baka pwedeng ipalabas ko na po.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Please, Kumsek, please administer the oath to all our resource persons.
Thank you, sir. May we request all our guests and resource person to stand up and raise their right hand. Lahat po, sir. Yeah. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this investigation and hearing? Thank you very much. Please take your seats.
Thank you, Kumsek. So, first we will tackle yung kuwan ka, sir, Secretary Benhur, okay lang kung unahin natin yung PDLX, then sunod na yung itong Batangas?
Okay
or meron ka pang lakad? Kung may lakad ka, unahin.
Baka pwede mauna na po.
Unahin yung, okay.
Sandali lang naman po ito,
Okay,
Mr.
okay, sir.
Senator.
Okay. Unahin natin yung Batangas, Shabu Hall. Who would like to brief? PNP? Meron kayong briefing dyan?
Yes,
Ikaw, sir, ikaw
ako na po magsasalita po.
Okay,
Opo.
please go ahead. You have the floor, sir. You have the floor.
Muli, maraming salamat, Chairperson Senator Bato de la Rosa, at sa lahat po ng ating mga nakikinig at nanonood po ngayon. Ito po ay noong Abril 15, higit kumulang 7:30 a.m. Sa isang checkpoint ay meron pong nasabat na sa official way ay kulang-kulang approximately 2.3 kilograms o nakakalaga ng approximately 9.68 billion pesos worth of shabu. No? Gusto ko lang nilawin, tama po kayo, Mr. Senator, dahil napakalaki po nito. Maraming sabihin na natin may issues, no? Pero on record, isa po ito sa pinakamalaki na naganap sa ating bansa. Now, let me show po to you yung pong mga nangyari dito. Audio, please. Video. Okay. Can we have the video, please? So, papakita namin sa video na itong... No, wala yatang connection. No. Yeah.
Bakit meron dito? Diyan wala. Tingnan yung connection dyan.
Yan po. Nawawala. Yun. Internet ba ho? Okay. So, pasensya na po kayo, Senator. Mas minabuti po kasi namin pakita ang aktual na video at larawan.
Mas maganda, sir. Mas
para
maganda.
mas makita ng ating mga kababayan ang aktual pong nangyari.
Yan,
Okay.
sabay-sabay kasi yung hearing ngayon, kaya marami nag-aagaw ng
Opo.
gawa sa internet.
Opo. Mukhang picture po natin yung nasa TV. Okay. Okay. Yan. Ayan po. Okay. So, ito po yung... connection lang siguro. Baka ho kable lang yan, ano? Maraming salamat po,
Yes, sir.
Chair
Please continue.
Bato. No? Anuhin ko na lang po pagpapatuloy. Inuulit ko po, ito yung nangyari noong higit kumulang 7:30 ng umaga, approximately 7:30, noong April 15 sa Alitagtag, Batangas. Nagkaroon po noon ng checkpoint at nasabat po rito ang isang photon na van. No? Ngayon, pagkasabat po nito, hindi na ho nilayo yung van. Kung saan po nahuli yung van, itinabi na lang sa bangketa. Kaya kung makikita nyo po yan, yan mismo yung arrested suspect, no, yung nandirito po kanina, si Mr. Sarate, no, para malinaw ho sa lahat. At inintay muna ang tatlong tinatawag na testigo. Ito yung Prosecutor Rosa Patulot Besadillas ng Department of Justice, Alfredo Mertola Jr., ang barangay captain ng Pinagkrusan Alitagtag, at Lito Rendora, ang media representative. Sa ating mga kababayan, ito po'y importante para itong tatlong testigo, ito'y napaka-importante to make sure na talagang in compliance sa batas ang ginagawa. Dito po, pakibalik lang muna, please. Pakibalik lang. Kanina po, ayan, kita nyo si media, pakibalik mo pa. So bago buksan, ayan, pakibalik mo pa. Isa pa. Balik mo lang. Before. Yan. Kita nyo, nakasarado. Yung mismong suspect ang pinagbuksan para malinaw ito sa publiko. No? Klarong-klaro po yan. No?
So, sir, categorically, you can declare that there was no pilferage.
Wala po.
Walang
And
pilferage.
these pictures, at hindi lang po, Mr. Chairperson, hindi lang itong picture, I'm sure maraming media na dyan na
Okay.
kumukuha na po ito. At before that, Mr. Chairperson, meron pong tape yan na nakapaligid na secured ang area.
Thank you.
Napaka-importante po nun. We will make sure na ito'y ayon sa batas dahil malaki po ito. Gusto namin makulong talaga ang mga tao pong ito, Mr. Senator.
Please continue.
Opo. So ngayon, next please. So ayan, nung binuksan niya na, nakita nyo. Maraming tataka, paano pinagkasya dyan? Ayan na po ang best proof, ang litrato mismo. Talagang nasa loob po itong mga drogang po ito na nagko-contain ng illegal drugs. Next please. Ngayon, ito po yung media, no, na dinodocument ang seized illegal drugs prior to its unloading, kasama pa ang 2 testigo. Next. Yan. Ito na yung actual video. No? Kung makikita po ninyo, ito'y ang RD, ang PRO4A, ang OIC ng Alitagtag, NPS, and the media witness and the other witnesses were present in the area while the seized illegal drugs were being unloaded from the van. Pansinin nyo yung sticker na yung kulay dilaw, yan po is to make sure talagang nakahiwalay po yan. So open to the public po ito. Wala pong tinago ang kapulisahan dito. Okay? Next please. Yan. So ayan po yung suspect. Parating hindi po nawawala yung suspect at yung PD ng Batangas. Nakita nyo, napakarami po talaga yung binabang mga droga na yan. Next please. So ayan po, no? Next. Ngayon, pagbaba po niyan, may tinatawag tayong initial screening test. No? Ito yung tinetest. No? Muli, andyan po ang tatlong representante, ang Department of Justice, ang barangay captain, at ang media, para mat-check kung talagang shabu po ito. At ito nga ay nag-positive. Next, please. Pagkatapos, ito pong tatlong testigo na ito, kasama yung arrested suspect, andyan lang po sila. Hindi po sila umalis dyan. Kano katagal ito? 2 gabi po sila nandyan. Hindi po sila umuwi. Napakahirap na trabaho po nito. No? So, andyan po sila. Next. Ngayon, pagkatapos pong mabilang po lahat yan, nagkaroon na po ng final kung ilan po ito, nagkaroon ng on-site inquest proceeding na. Was conducted by the provincial prosecutor ng Batangas noong April 16 na. Accused was assisted by a member of the public attorney's office. No. Okay, next. 15 ba yun? 16 yung inquest. Okay. So ito po yung mugshot nung kasi marami nagsasabi bakit naka-blurred. Kasi po sinusundan po natin yung protocol po ng human rights, no? Hindi po namin pwedeng Anyway, andyan naman yung pangalan niya and public records po yan. Next. At ito po, baka sinasabi hindi nakakulong. Talagang nakakulong po yan. No? Nasa Batangas Provincial Jail. Ngayon, yung...
And
Yes,
in
sir.
fact, andito siya ngayon, di ba? Dala natin dito ngayon. But
Yes, sir.
because of the request of the RD that doon na lang sa executive session kausapin. Anyway, at least nakita ng mga tao nandito siya.
Nandito po
Andyan siya,
yan. At
andyan.
nakakulong po yan.
Nakakulong siya, facing
Yes, sir.
charges. Ano mga kasong file, sir?
2 po, ito po yung paggagamit ng maraming mga plaka kasi maraming plaka at pagtatransport po ng droga. No? At ano pa ba ibang charges, Jim? So yun na yun. Okay. So yun po, section
Recently, nakakulong siya sa
Batangas po.
Batangas
Provincial Police.
Police Provincial Office.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
So ngayon, siguro naman sa ating mahal na chairperson at sa ating mga kababayan, klaro po ito, these pictures are available, they're part of the evidence, ipapakita namin that we have really complied, the RD and of course the PD, all the police, no, we have complied with the three-witness rule and the technicality, yung chain of custody. Mahirap po iyan kasi magkamali po dyan. Ngayon, yung tanong, yung estimate na yan. Kung titignan po natin, nangyari po ito'y 7:30 ng umaga. Ako po'y nasa kumpil ng anak ko nung tinawagan ako. Pagpunta ko roon, hindi ko nga akalain ganyan kadami. Mga 12 o'clock ng tanghalian. At tapos, marami na hong media. So I was given a briefer. So sabi namin, makailan ba ito? Sabi ngayon ng PIDEA, I think it was Asek Kumba, Renating Gumban, who said that, approximately mga ano po yan, mga 2 tonelada. Sabi ko, sigurado ba ho kayo? So it was in the briefer. Pero inuulit ko, hindi mo naman, kasi makikita, matatansya rin sa dami. So, tinatansya. Ibig po sabihin nitong approximate, tansyahan lang po iyan. Hindi namin sinasabi yun na po. In fact, kung pwede lang po, Mr. Chairperson, yung sinabi ko noon, baka pwede paparinig ko lang po sa publiko ngayon. Jean, please.
Ang nahuling mga droga ay more or less, ayon sa estimate ng PIDEA, higit kumulang, approximate lang po ito, mga 2 tonelada. 2 tonelada. At ito'y more or less nakakahalagang mga 13.3 billion pesos based on standard drug price. Kung ating tatansyahin po ito. Muli, lahat sinasabi ko, ito'y lahat approximately o higit kumulang.
So,
ang nahuli...
So kung makikita nyo, paulit-ulit na po ako. Approximately, estimate, tinatansya, estimated, higit kumulang. Lahat ng klaseng lengguwahe, ginamit ko na po. No? So sana po, sa akin lang, Mr. Senator, tama po kayo. Napakahirap nitong laban sa droga. Isipin nyo na lang kung ito'y pumasok sa merkado, ilang mga bata ang sisirain ito. Pero yung nagtrabaho dyan, ang ating kapulisan, yung ahong kapitan na naging major, binabati ko siya dahil hindi lang yung pagod ang ginawa nila. Mr. Senator, ito'y buwis buhay. Ibang klaseng mga tao to, hindi mo masabi yung safety ng pamilya nila, yung safety nila. So yun lang naman ang hinihiling ko sa publiko. Please, basta kami, kung ano pa man, we will continue with our work. At lalabanan namin ang droga. We promise you that, Mr. Senator. Magandang umaga po at maraming salamat.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for that briefing.
Your Honor, meron lang sana akong
Well, I will recognize you later. Actually, sa next topic na tayo,
Yes.
I will recognize you if I need your opinion. Please, hintay lang muna sandali. General Lucas, so this operation was not the nature of operation. Purely checkpoint operation na nagkabulagaan, random operation, or intelligence-driven operation, or what?
Sir, before I will answer your question, please allow me to read my opening statement. To the esteemed members of the honorable body, the Senate Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs, chaired by Honorable Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa, the Secretary of the Department of the Interior and Local Government, Secretary Benjamin Abalos Jr., sir, maraming salamat po sa suporta. Director General Moro Virgilio Lasso of PIDEA for the technical support, sir, maraming salamat din po. Fellow officers from the Philippine National Police, pleasant morning to all of us. On behalf of PRO Calabarzon, we wish to extend our appreciation in this invitation, an opportunity for us to inform the public of what transpired on April 15, 2024, that eventually led to the seizure of more than 1 ton of meth, commonly known as shabu. In response to the marching order of the Chief of the Philippine National Police, that the PNP should be visible on the streets, the PRO identified strategic areas were to set up checkpoints operation to assist in the public and preempt lawless elements from the nefarious activities. It is during the conduct of checkpoint operation last April 15, 2024 at around 7:20 a.m. by the members of Alitagtag Municipal Police Station along Barangay Pinagkurusan, Alitagtag, Batangas. The team, led by Police Captain Luis De Luna Jr., was able to flag down a silver photon passenger van with plate number CBM 5060, with several plate numbers found in front of the passenger seat and loaded with sacks containing clear plastic containers with white crystalline substance. Examination conducted by PDEA confirmed the same to be shabu. At exactly 9:15 in the morning, I informed the Chief PNP, Police General Romel Francisco Marbil, of the discovery of the illegal drugs. Ang instruction po niya is to secure the suspected illegal drugs. For 43 hours, I acted as the ground commander from the time of unloading until the official turnover to PDEA in Quezon City. The driver of the flag down van was later identified as Mr. Ajalon Michael Sarate, who claimed to have no knowledge of the illegal drugs confiscated in this operation, was arrested and subjected to on-site inquest proceedings on April 16, 2024 for violation of Section 5 of Republic Act 9165 and Section 31 of Republic Act 4136. As several plate numbers were initially found inside the van. The confiscated illegal drugs were continuously inventoried in accordance with existing laws for almost 35 hours. Likewise, backtracking of the CCTV footages were undertaken, which lead us to Nasugbo, Batangas, where the illegal drugs were offloaded from a sailboat. Operatives were also able to identify the true identity of the arrested suspect and his cohorts, who were in 3 separate vehicles found to be in convoy with the intercepted photon van. Lateral coordination with the other law enforcement agencies were made for further verification of the suspect and other identified personalities. At this juncture, I would like to take the opportunity to publicly acknowledge the assistance and support extended to us by Honorable Edelberto Pungos, the Mayor of the Municipality of Alitagtag, Batangas, Honorable Alfredo Mertola, the Barangay Chairman of Pinagkurusan, Alitagtag, Batangas, and all the members of their council. The traffic enforcers who directed the flow of traffic under the heat of the sun, members of the Batangas Prosecutor's Office and media practitioner, our witnesses during the almost 35 hours of continuous inventory. Wala pong tulugan ito, Your Honor. And most of all, the people of Barangay Pinagkurusan, Alitagtag, Batangas, who stayed with us for almost 43 hours. During that time, the PNP...
Kenneth, excuse me. What do you think? Bakit umabot ng 43 hours?
Sir, because of the volume po, sir.
Volume?
Opo.
Napakarami?
Yes, sir.
Tapos yung weighing scale ninyo, isa-isang dadaan doon?
Yes, sir. Because nung tinanong namin, sir, yung prosecutor kung pwedeng by 10 na lang, sir, hindi po sa pumayag because yung confiscated drugs po, sir, nakalagay individually sa plastic container.
So one by one? Bawat plastic lagay sa weighing scale?
Yes,
bawat
Your
plastic
Honor.
lagay ganon?
Yes, Your
Hindi
Honor.
pwede yung isang buong sako nilagay nyo doon?
Hindi po, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you. Kaya umabot ng 43 hours.
Yes, sir.
Continue.
During that time, the PNP experienced the hospitality of the people of Pinagkurusan, Alitagtag, Batangas. Sa inyong lahat, maraming salamat po. Your Honor, if during our presentation, you will notice some lapses in our courses of action, please guide us, help us, because on that day, everybody was overwhelmed because of the large amount of illegal drugs confiscated. Dahil kung hindi, sino pa ang magtuturo sa amin? Sino pa ang magtatanggol sa amin? In my previous appearances in this honorable body, lagi ko po kayong naririnig na less than 1% lang of the 230 strong PNP personnel ang naliligaw ng landas. Your Honor, these police officers who are part of this accomplishment are part of the 99% police officers whose only mission is to serve and protect the community. It is with high hope that at the end, that the conclusion of this hearing, the PNP be recognized for this accomplishment. Maraming salamat po, and once again, magandang umaga po sa ating lahat.
Yeah, thank you for that information. For the record, I want to wholeheartedly congratulate you for that accomplishment. Wala akong duda.
Yes,
I
sir.
just want to set the record straight.
Yes, sir.
Wala akong duda sa inyo. Baka sabihin ninyo, pinatawag ko kayo dito ng hearing dahil marami akong pagdududa. Gusto ko lang liwanag ninyo. Paliwanag ninyo sa buong kapuluan kung ano yung nangyari talaga.
Yes.
Alam ko na habang nagsalita ka, masyadong mabigat yung delivery of words mo. Mukhang galit ka na siguro sa akin, ha?
Hindi po, sir.
Senator,
Congratulations.
gusto lang ho namin din magpasalamat sa inyo sa pagpapatawag nyo para mailahad sa ating mga kababayan ang nangyari. At of course, para pasalamatan ng gusto ang pulis at ang mga tiga Batangas, lahat po ng tumulong, ang mga Coast Guard natin, lahat po, mga piskal, lahat po ng tumulong. Salamat po.
And thank you rin, sir. Being isang former Chief PNP, thank you for promoting, spot promotion doon sa Chief of Police ng Alitagtag na nagakandak ng checkpoint. Thank you. At least recognize yung kanilang effort. Thank you. Going back to my question, kindly answer the question. Was that intelligence-driven or random checkpoint? Bulaga lang sa checkpoint or what?
Random checkpoint, Your Honor.
Random. Okay. So, kasi yung ibang nag-isip na sinit up lang daw, gano'n. So, klaro, random checkpoint. Checkpoint. Okay. So, that's talagang the Lord is watching us. Sabi ni Lord, dapat mahuli ka. Dapat ma-checkpoint ka. Di ba? Dapat ma-checkpoint ka. Dahil kung hindi yun na-check, napakaraming buhay masisira sa Shabu na yun. So magpapasalamat tayo sa sipag ng inyong mga tauhan dyan. Yun nga lang. Diretso na ako sa next tanong ko kanina. First time natin ito ngayon na experience na Shabu, ang traffickers ay mga puti. Di ba? Parang ano tingin mo? Yes, sir.
Mr. Senator, pasensya na po kayo ba?
Yeah.
Pero ito po kasi ay sub judice po. Nasa korte na po ngayon. At kami po yung nag-iingat lang at gusto po namin talagang makulong lahat ito.
I'm not asking the identities ng mga tao dito. I am just a general impression. Bakit nag-ship yung operations from mga Chinese, ngayon mga puti na involved. Yun lang, that's a general... I don't think this will jeopardize the case in court. Ang akin lang is, if you want to answer, bakit kaya bigla nag-ship na ganito, ibang tao na involved?
Your Honor, in as much as I want to answer your question, however, yung case na po is nasa court and there is an ongoing case build-up with the Department of Justice dito po sa pangyayaring ito, Your Honor. Sorry po.
Okay, but I just want to impress upon you that yung sub judice na yan, there is a Supreme Court ruling na whatever gustong malaman ng isang legislative inquiry ay hindi po yan covered ng sub judice rule, sabi ng Supreme Court. But anyway, that's beyond the... Sabihin ko lang sa inyo, sinabi ko lang yan.
Chairperson.
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Lahat po ibibigay po namin sa inyo.
Okay
lahat
nga.
po ng
Kaya nga sir,
executive session po.
kaya nga
ibibigay
yung
po namin.
kaya nga yung tawag ito, yung executive session natin.
Yes, sir.
I'm willing to hear everything.
Yes, sir. Lahat po ng info gusto nyo, bibigay po namin sa inyo
Okay,
po
sir.
lahat. Yes, sir.
Thank you for that. So, para hindi ma-break ito, bago tayo meron pang gusto magsalita about this?
Mr.
Meron pa?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
at this point lang po, anyway, nandito na rin po lahat. I would just like to emphasize na archipelagic tayo, marami tayong isla. At kung makikita po natin ay puro tubig po ito, tamang-tama po andito po ang ating Coast Guard na tingin ko kailangan talaga ng suporta po talaga sila. At hindi lang suporta sa gamit, sa sinasabi nilang radar, pero higit sa lahat sa polisiya, yung tinatawag na pleasure boats, no? Dahil hindi raw nila maipasok, no, ng marina. At this point, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairperson, can I give the floor to Commodore Tobilla of the Coast Guard?
Yes, Commodore Tobilla, you have the floor.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor. To the other members and everyone present, good morning. I am Coast Guard Commodore Jeronimo Tobilla. I am the Commander of Coast Guard District Southern Tagalog. Thank you very much, Secretary Abalo, sir, for recognizing the Coast Guard. Of course, the complexities of our country is really, when it comes to maritime, is very vast, no? Yung ika nga nila, sir, no? And there's a dire need for us to strengthen our policies and capacitate the Coast Guard in improving our technical capacity in monitoring such boats or watercrafts within our coastal areas and our sea lanes, sir.
Thank you. So, anong mga gusto mong pulusiya na pwede natin i-amend? May mga batas ba kayong pwede i-amend para to capacitate you some more?
Yes, sir. I do believe, sir, that the Marina has amendments for the Memo Circular 2019-01 or the regulations of pleasure yachts in our country. And as the enforcing body of Marina regulations, we are hoping that this amendment will soon come into reality so that we could strengthen our inspections on this pleasure yacht, sir.
Okay. You please coordinate with Marina. And kung kailangan ng Marina ng legislation para dyan, coordinate with us para gawa natin.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kasi yung sabi mong i-amend ng Marina is, what's that, executive order? Or
It is a memo circular, sir.
a memo circular, so purely administrative in nature. So if you want it to be a legislated law, then coordinate kayo sa Marina, and my COMSEC is ready to accommodate everything that you want done as far as legislation is concerned.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. So you want to say something? Captain Anggi. Ano ka ni Anggi na 76? Ha? Pamangkin.
Yes, Sir Honor. To the Honorable Chair, good morning, sir, and to the rest of the attendees of this committee meeting. I am Coast Guard Captain Joe Mark Angge, the Deputy Chief of Coast Guard Staff for Maritime Safety Services, CG8. So I would like to take this opportunity to mention to this committee that we need some legislation so that we can better perform our function in checking, particularly this pleasure yacht. So as per our current policy, the pleasure yachts are not subjected to our inspection unless it is being used to carry passengers or cargo. But if it is for personal use, we have less jurisdiction on that. And in aid of legislation, may we recommend, since we are in an archipelagic country, we have more than 7,600 islands. So maybe we can designate a mandatory port for every region or province as the need arises kung ilan per region or ilan per province, a mandatory entry port for all these pleasure yachts coming from outside the Philippines. Not those Philippine flag pleasure yacht or those domestic registered pleasure yacht, but for foreign going or for those who came from foreign port. So this is for the purpose of cost efficiency, for the purpose for on the part of the government, be it the Coast Guard, customs, immigrations, and quarantine. So before they will be heading, since most of the activities of the pleasure yacht, ang pinupuntahan nila is itong mga island or mga resorts na pwede sila magstay coming directly from outside the country. So may we request that there will be a mandatory entry port for each let's say major island or region, so that all the government agencies who will be conducting boarding formalities dun sa port na yun, sir, para wala silang didiretsohan na didikitan na diretsong port or resort na pwede nilang puntahan, but on that mandatory port.
Okay, we will do that. We will do that. But right now, you mean to say na merong private yacht dyan nasa karagatan natin, hindi mo sila pwedeng i-checkpoint, parahin mo dahil may informasyon ka, tumawag yung counterpart mo doon sa Canadian Drug Enforcement. O merong isang Canadian dyan na naka-sailboat, papunta dyan, may laman na droga, i-intercept ninyo. So, Coast Guard, hindi mo parang kayang parahin yun porque private siya na sailboat, hindi mo pwedeng parahin?
In that case, sir, pwede. Sir.
Okay. So, gusto mo yung legislation talaga na obligado silang lahat magpa-inspection once they enter Philippine territory?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We will do that. We will do that. Kumsek, take note. Thank you. Any more?
Nothing more, sir. Thank you, sir.
Salamat. Maraming salamat. Yes, go ahead.
Sir,
Lucas.
clarification lang po yung unang sagot ko kanina, whether it's an Intel-driven checkpoint or not po. Your Honor, nagkamali po ako. It is an Intel-driven checkpoint. With regards to the circumstances or kung ano po talaga yung nangyari, we can divulge it during the executive session.
Okay. Intel-driven na nagkabulagaan.
Yes, sir.
Ganun na lang. Dahil na naman yan. Maintindihan mo natin yan eh. We are all in the law enforcement community. Alam natin yan. Matagal na may informasyon na gano'n. Tapos checkpoint tayo ng random checkpoint. Hanggang sa nabulaga tayo, youth, ito na pala yung target natin. Di ba? So Intel-driven pa rin. No question about that. Hindi tayo nagdududa dyan. Normal yan. As I have said, ang importante, nahuli talaga yon, hindi nakalusot. Kahit anong Intel-driven mo dyan, tapos hindi nahuli yon, wala rin kwenta yung Intel-driven operation mo, di ba? So, importante talaga nahuli yun. At we are very happy. We are very happy na nahuli yun. That's all. So, anymore, sino pang gustong magsalita about that drug hole sa Batangas? You want to share something? Meron kang, what's that? A question or an...
Yes, sir, yung lang confusion nung mga tao. Gusto ko ding batiin yung, yung liderato ng Philippine National Police.
Yes.
Tungkol doon sa, sir? Tungkol doon sa drug hole. Kaya lang, meron lang kaming tanong tungkol doon sa, ano ba ito talaga? Anti-drug operation o talagang checkpoint? Sir, Yun lang po yung, kasi may mga lumalabas na di umano ito anti-drug operation. Pero may nagsasabi ito hinuli as a checkpoint, kumbaga.
Sige, mamaya sa
Yes,
sa executive session,
Yes, sir.
alamin
Yes,
ko
sir.
yan. Pero hindi ka kasama doon.
Yes, sir.
You're not invited in the executive
Yes, sir.
session.
Yes, sir.
Kami lang mag-uusap doon, ha? Malalaman natin yan. So, from here, sir, if you want to stay, I know how valuable your time is. If you want to go, we can excuse you
Yes,
as
sir.
we proceed to the next item of this hearing.
Sir, before I leave, I just really want to thank you, Senator Bato de la Rosa, for giving us this opportunity. Sobrang salamat po. Maraming salamat po.
Walang problema, sir. Magtutulungan tayo, Secretary Abalos. Kinabukasan ng ating bayan ang nakasalalay dito. So, magtutulungan tayo. So, with that, sir, you are excused. Salamat. Thank you. So, ang mag-executive session, si Kuan na lang, General Lucas na lang. Ikaw na. Mag-present. Thank you.
Nandiyan din po si Secretary Dong Mendoza at saka si Second kasi nag-observe.
Okay.
Para sa executive session, ma'am. Yes, sir.
So for the executive session later on, those who will be joining us are the following: Police Brigadier General Lucas, Police Colonel Belmonte, ikaw yung PD. Colonel Lingayo, ano ka? R7. Colonel Atienza, ano ka? Legal Service. Lieutenant Colonel Hernandez, ano ka? Isto. Okay. Colonel Lano. Bano. Bata ko ito sa IG ah. Ano ka? Case officer. Dahil ano ka? Anong assignment mo doon? Regional officer. So ano ka sa Arto? Chief? Santo Tomas, Batangas. Okay. Pwede ka umupo dyan. Si Police Major De Luna. Saan siya? Ay, yung hepe. Kasama siya mamaya. Okay. For IOC. Ito. IOC. Apat na investigator on case. Police Major Bakay. Legal officer ng Batangas. Okay, thank you. So now we proceed to the next item, which is the PDEA, alleged PDEA leaks. Alam natin, napaka-importante po ito. General Lasso, sir, you want to brief us?